time of Gloria Macapagal Arroyo's administration, civil society, NGOs, and all the active groups wanting to look at truly participatory government is almost giving up. They're being shut out. They feel inept, frustrated, angry. What do we do in a situation like this? Do we go to our polls, then use the power of our vote, and we try to bring in new candidates who will stand for the change that we want, but they don't get elected? Or do we shout in the streets forever? We have done that, and many of our people are tired. What we needed to bring into the formula of anti-corruption is direct citizen engagement. And so social accountability came in at the time when we needed to bring in anti-corruption, the cultural sensitivity of the region, and at the same time, that level of readiness of the people to engage government but not necessarily fight with government. In Cambodia, there's an awakening understanding of the citizens, but the government still want to be able to run it the way they used to. And then in Mongolia, because it's such a small country and people know everybody, you cannot think of going anti-corruption action against your uncle who is sitting in the government and you are the neighbor or something of this kind. Indonesia is different because in Indonesia, there's really a thriving environment for anti-corruption. And in fact, in the region, Indonesia is spearheading a lot of significant inroads into anti-corruption work. Many are very, very hesitant to go into anti-corruption work, even if they're convinced that it's important, because of the very Asian culture of not wanting to be too aggressive, not wanting to be too conflict-oriented. ANSA is a facility. It's a network facility, and the idea is bringing together much more palpably, much more effectively and compellingly, a community to engage in change but not be very angry about it, to engage government but not necessarily fight with government.
At what level, for what project?
We use a lot of Skyping, internet, email, so that the connection doesn't happen only on the expert and the government level, but that it happens also in the citizens trying to do things.
Lumalabas kami ng community for vitamin-based supplementation.
What kind of service do you have here?
Prenatal and postnatal. Child care.
Child care.
We facilitate some when we have some funds to exchange. A group of Cambodians visited Abra. A group of Mongolians went to the Philippines. The story that's so inspiring, and I think I've always said about the Buddhist monks. They are those present in the villages in Cambodia. They started putting out feedback boxes in front of the district offices so that the citizens can drop in their comments or criticisms of how local government is running the village. When they first looked at the boxes, what were inside the boxes? Candy wrappers, chewing gums, and all other trash. It means that the citizens were not seriously looking at it as a mechanism to give feedback. But through social accountability in the village monk explaining that there is something constructive, it doesn't have to be always aggression and anger and conflict, but that they should also push local government to stand by their promise of public service. And with that feedback box, they started giving honest and direct feedback about the village programs of the government. In Indonesia, under a new social accountability approach, they're trying to bring in one important pillar in social accountability work is access to information. In East Kalimantan, they have local radio, It will be like what is happening, what the mayor did, what the local government did. In ANSA, we emphasize a lot on the tales, the tools, and the techniques of social accountability. Whether the tale is a sad tale or a happy tale, or it is a tale of a group or of an individual. This can be tools a little bit sophisticated like procurement monitoring, but can be a tool as simple as a scorecard. What do you check? What grade do you give? On what count? Therefore, you get inspired by what the others have done, and you get a citizen-to-citizen exchange. Even before corruption, you know about your role as citizen. That you cannot just sit down and wait for things to unfold before you, but that you have to actively make use of your rights and also be responsible in invoking those rights in the way you relate to government. Because bottom line for social accountability is really active citizenship and responsive government.